What's going on, everyone? Well, it's time to eat babies. Well, at least that's what some climate change activists are saying. Let's get into this wacky story. We need to eat babies. A woman at Ocasio-Cortez town hall goes bonkers over climate change. Now, there is an editor's note. This post has been updated to include information that the woman may be part of a fringe political group known for employing political stunts. No other parts have been altered. Okay, so she's from a fringe political group known for employing political stunts. So she's a progressive Democrat. Gotcha. That's all you had to say. A woman attending a town hall hosted by Democratic New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez interrupted the proceedings to demand that people start eating babies. In response to climate change. I don't think that's going to work. In Asia, I've seen people eat human babies, and it doesn't seem to be helping them at all. Just, I don't know if anybody's aware, but, back in my youth, there was this wonderful documentary film. It's a little rough on the stomach, called Faces of Death. And you will see people eating babies. And yeah, it's not something I think we should do because it's pretty sick on every single human level. And eating human is bad. There's diseases that are strictly from humans eating humans. I think Kuru is one of them. It's where if you eat a human brain, it literally is bad for you and can kill you. It's kind of a fail-safe, I think God put that in there to make sure people don't eat people. The Thursday afternoon town hall at Queens Public Library in Corona, New York, was about to wrap up with a pair of questions from other participants when a woman wearing a Save the Planet, Eat the Children t-shirt stood up and took over the final part with a plea for her own solution to climate change. The woman may be part of a fringe political group known for conducting political stunts, according to a connection highlighted by Gizmodo, a tech-focused publication. We all know. We know Gizmodo. I'm not going to read through all these tweets because I'm going to kind of try to keep this a little bit quicker. But I do encourage y'all to look at what some of these tweets are saying because they're pretty fun. They're pretty fun to read. But like I said, there's just so many of them, I don't want to get into it particularly. But let's get back to the story. We're not going to be here for much longer because of the climate crisis, said the woman. We only have a few months left. I love that you support the Green New Deal, but getting rid of fossil fuel is not going to solve the problem fast enough. She also had a new campaign slogan for Ocasio-Cortez. So I think your next campaign slogan has to be this: we have to start eating babies. I really hope this was a joke. But I don't think these people are joking. I think it's seen by us normies, us logical, sane thinkers, as a joke. But these people are becoming part of a cult. There's a lot of little cults popping up here lately. The progressive, the woke ideological cult. And now you're seeing these new climate extremist cults popping up all over the place. And yes, they are cults. These people are treating it like it's a religion. They really are. Because they've been lied to so much. All the hyperbolic talk of, the world's going to end. No, it's not, people. This world is going to be here far beyond us. Far beyond us. Humanity has no chance to outdo anything or even harm catastrophically this planet. It's not gonna happen, people. It's just not. There have been areas in the past where CO2 levels and all this have been horrific before man had even made its mark on this planet. It's just cycles. It's cycles. The earth tends to fix itself. It really does. Yes, we should do a little bit more. I agree. Sure, why not? It's always good to try. But we don't have to be so hyperbolic in telling people that the world's going to end and we are the problem and we have to start doing every single thing now because it's not that bad. It's just not that bad. We need to calm down, take a step back, and realize that. Because when we start propping up crazy activist types like this lady, like AOC herself, Greta Thunberg and all that, that's not going to get us nowhere. Because those people don't know what the heck they're talking about. Activists are not scientists. Generally speaking, I'm sure there's some scientist activists out there. But generally speaking, these activists are not scientists. They don't research. And when they do any type of research, they do only research that supports their point of view. They'll only acknowledge things that support their point of view, whether it's been properly researched or not. They just Google in stuff they want to hear. And of course, you will find, no matter what you're looking for or what side of a thing you're on, you will find what you're looking for on the internet because people lie. People put out false information all the time. And we try to weed that out. But back to this. We do not have enough time. There's too much CO2. All of you are all polluting. You're polluting too, man, by speaking. You're what I like to call an oxygen depletion unit. Stop breathing our air. Because you are a CO2 machine. I don't know if you knew that. Too much CO2. We have to start now. Please, you're so great. I'm so happy that you are really supporting the Green New Deal. But it is not enough. The Green New Deal is all about socialism and bringing socialism, not saving the planet. Even if we bomb Russia, wow. We have too many people, too much pollution. So we have to get rid of the babies. That is the big problem. Just stop having babies is not enough. We need to eat the babies. Please give a response. No, because you're crazy. You shouldn't. AOC, don't respond to people like this because as crazy as you are, I know you're kind of an actor. You know, you're a typical millennial. You're in it for the likes. That's all. You're in it for the followers and the likes. You're not in it to actually win it. You're just an actor. So don't give these people anything. And these are the people you're creating, by the way. You know, these mental activists, you've created that, AOC. Almost single-handedly, so kudos to you. Good job. If it wasn't bad enough we had Al Gore spewing nonsensical statistics that aren't actually the real statistics behind it. The crowd seemed visibly disturbed at the woman's comments, but Ocasio-Cortez stayed calm and insisted on giving a response. One of the things that is very important to us is that we need to treat the climate crisis with urgency that does not present, said Ocasio-Cortez. Luckily, we have more than a few months. The woman could be heard saying, "No, we don't," in the background. We do need to hit net zero in several years, the New York Congresswoman pressed. But I think we all need to understand that there are a lot of solutions that we have that we can pursue. And that if we act in a positive way, there is space for hope. We are never beyond hope. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, you're the one who started this by saying the world's going to end in 12 years. You started the hysteria in these people's brains. It's your fault. Single-handedly your fault. You made such a big stink, and you actually freaked people out, because you got to understand, these young people nowadays are fragile little snowflakes. And everything that they hear is like a heat wave coming at them. And they will slowly start to melt. They can't handle anything hyperbolic. They can't handle anyone saying anything nowadays that they disagree with, or they just explode with hatred and anger, then call you every name in the book. You created this problem. Good job. You've made unhinged people that much more unhinged. Congratulations, AOC. I don't know if you actually solved any problems at all, or if you've just created a whole new mess of problems by giving credence to these foolish people. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Is anything going to change? Probably not. Realistically, probably not. And why are these climate change activists always sitting here and complaining and whining to the nations that are actually trying to do the most for the environment? Go to China. Yeah, hop on a plane, go to China. That's where you should be protesting. China, India, Africa. You know, the most polluting nations? Go there and protest. You're protesting the wrong people. We're on the proactive side. We are trying to figure things out and make everything better for everybody. It doesn't help that y'all climate change activists don't like nuclear energy. You know, that net zero carbon emission energy? That's safer than almost all other forms? Yeah, you should really get on board with that. Because I hate to tell you, solar and wind just ain't going to cut it. Just ain't going to cut it. Especially over here in America. People kind of like heat and AC a lot. That's the biggest drain on our whole electrical system is heating and air. And, you know, people like it. So, give them nuclear power. And then y'all can shut up for a little while. Or instead of, you know, here's another thing. Instead of sitting here and starting a picket line with signs made from paper, with sticks made from trees, you know, wasting everything, why don't, instead of you sitting there and doing that type of protest, you protest by grabbing a bunch of trash bags and cleaning? You know, we've seen this from people on the right here recently, where their form of protesting bad conditions in areas where their left-wing governments have practically forgot about them, they went and they cleaned up. They got trash bins and trash bags and donned hazmat suits and went into some of these areas and cleaned them up. Tons and tons and tons and tons of trash. See, the right-wing people that are actually getting out there are doing something. They're being proactive. Y'all on the left should try that too. Like I said, instead of holding up pickets and going out and doing these moronic demonstrations, pick up trash bags, grab yourself some pickers, and go out there and pick the trash up. You know? Help stop the pollution. Be proactive. You're not doing that. You're just bitching. Excuse my language, I apologize. But I'd love to hear your comments. As always, you know, I actually value your comments because sometimes some of the comments have actually helped change my mind or helped me see something in a different light. And that's always a good thing. Dialogue, man. Dialogue. Debate. It's always a good thing. But as always, like, share, and subscribe. I will catch y'all on the flip side.